Young and the Restless next week. Claire's shocking revelation stuns Nate. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we've got the latest YandR spoilers for the week of August 18th. Please click that subscribe button if you're not already following us. Hit that like while you're at it too. Alright, let's get started with Billy and Chelsea first. At the end of this week, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, told Chelsea that he published the story revealing Dumas's Kane. Chelsea was excited until Adam said the article made Billy look bad. What was refreshing for Adam to hear, and it took him by surprise, was Chelsea said her ex Billy brought it on himself. At this point, all the Newmans, including Chelsea, who's an ex-Newman, know that Billy is conspiring with Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. So linking them in the hit piece made sense. But then Billy came storming into Adam's office, claiming the Newman family stabbed him in the back. Adam Newman and Chelsea. Newman family fallout. What's bizarre is Billy wasn't mad that they made him look bad. He was more upset that the Newmans went after Kane. What's crazy though is that Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, wanted to publish the Kane is Dumas story ASAP, and now they've dropped the ball. Newman Media beat Abbott.com to the punch, bringing that story out first. It's kind of on them because Sally's so busy planning the launch party, and Billy's so busy holding grudges and plotting that they let a golden opportunity slide. This was a chance to launch their media company with a huge story that had an insider perspective. Billy tells Adam that coming at Kane like that was not a smart move. He said it's going to come back to bite them. But Adam mocks Billy and calls him Kane's yapping attack dog. Adam tells Billy to go ahead and have Abbott.com do a rebuttal if he's so worried about it. YandR spoilers. Billy's focus on Kane Ashby and media rivalries. It's kind of strange that Billy is more worried about the threat Kane poses than himself being dragged through the mud. Then again, Billy told Sally he's hoping to get Chancellor back without any help from Kane. So, this is all feeling like very sloppy stuff from Young and the Restless head writer Josh Griffith. That guy needs to go, to be honest. Jill Farron PHYLPS is back working at YandR, and I just hope they are gearing up to kick Josh to the curb and put her in charge. She had some problems too as a showrunner, but it's got to be better than Josh, right? Anyway, Adam is poking more at Billy at the end of this week, saying that he's always a failure. Chelsea finally tells Adam to just stop it. Then Billy thanks Chelsea and says she's sweet to stick up for him. Billy claps back at Adam, saying how he's going to win and do a victory lap, blah blah. Billy, Abbott, Chelsea and Sally Spectra. What's next? Chelsea tells Adam she's worried it's not over. In YandR spoilers for next week, Chelsea runs into Billy, who's out with Sally. Chelsea asks Billy if Sally's running Abbott.com, what does that leave Billy doing? He tells Chelsea that he's got some exciting news of his own. Billy promises he will tell Chelsea soon. Well, tell her what? He's plotting to steal Chancellor from Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and Victor Newman, Eric Braden, her once and presumably future in-laws. That seems like a crazy thing to tell her, right? If Billy actually tells Chelsea what he's planning with Chancellor, and she doesn't tell Adam and the Newmans, that could cause huge problems for her relationship. It would mean Chelsea is protecting Billy while he attacks Nikki. Newman family tensions. Nikki and Victor in the crosshairs. On the flip side, it's not like the Newmans don't know that Billy really wants Chancellor for himself. Also, towards the end of this week, we saw Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, pushing Claire too far. Audra grabbed Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, for a kiss at Society right as Claire walked in. Audra said some real crappy stuff about Claire's man, basically implying Kyle wants more than Claire, who's just a basic B. Audra was implying Claire is vanilla, and that she is all the spice. You know, that's kind of true. But at the same time, Audra doesn't really know who Claire is because Claire's got a lot of secret sauce of her own. Kyle reassured Claire, but she's had it. She went home and saw Nate there talking to her mom, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley. Claire Grace Newman faces Audra Charles and Victoria Newman. Claire was just about to tell Nate everything that Audra's done, but Victoria stopped her. Nate was heading to Chicago to bury his brother Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers. Claire realized the time wasn't right. Next week in Young and the Restless spoilers, it seems to be game on. Nate's back in town, and he's chatting with Claire. He already knew she had something to tell him. Audra kind of brushed it off when he mentioned it. Claire's got the chance when Nate asks her what she wanted to tell him. She says it's about Audra. Claire tells Nate he needs to know about the kind of person Audra really is. YandR bombshell. Claire exposes Audra's dirty secrets to Nate Hastings. Well, that's not good. Unless something or somebody stops Claire, it looks like she's going to drop the bombshell about Audra's dirty deal with Victor to seduce Kyle. At that point, it should honestly be game over for Audra on Young and the Restless. I'm sure Audra will cry, lie, and deny it. But Nate was already suspicious about what was going on with her and Victor. I'm very interested to see if Nate talks to Kyle, who confirms it. Even worse, if Nate finds out Audra tried to use Damien's murder to seduce him while pretending to be in a vulnerable place. Man, that right there would be enough for Nate to walk away from Audra and never look back. Kane Ashby, Holden Novak, and Genoa City's power moves. Also next week, we've got more on Kane's man in GC, the one buying up all the real estate for him. Holden Novak. Last time we saw Holden, he had dropped by Kane's room at GCAC, and Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, happened to be there. Holden scrambled. He told Lily he'd gotten an invite from Dumas. He played dumb, saying he came by to talk about a business proposition. Lily totally bought it and said no. Dumas is really Kane. He's terrible. Don't do business with him. Run the other way. So Holden was able to cover. But that's all going to fall apart soon. Phyllis Summers, Daniel Romalotti, and Holden's suspicious alliances. I do wonder when Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Billy are going to be introduced to Holden by Kane, who tells him he's part of the team. It's going to be hard to keep it hidden, so it seems like he has to tell them. If you recall this week, Phyllis was telling Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, all her crazy, I'm about to take over the world with Kane stuff. Daniel warned her against it, of course, she didn't listen. Next week in Young and the Restless spoilers, we've got Holden running into Daniel. I'm stretching my brain to think if I've ever seen those two in a room together. Maybe I forgot, but nothing springs to mind. YandR preview. Holden Novak and Daniel Romalotti cross paths. Holden asks Daniel if he is digging for dirt on him. Daniel says no, but Holden asks if Kane put Daniel up to it. Clearly, Holden doesn't trust Kane, or he's working some kind of weird angle with Daniel, who he knows is Phyllis's son. So, it sounds like Holden is watching his back, which is wise when Kane is in the room. Come back for our full weekly spoilers video tomorrow for the week of August 18th through the 22nd on Young and the Restless. Genoa City is about to be rocked by a revelation that could shift alliances, break hearts, and ignite a firestorm of drama. Fans will not want to miss the explosive developments surrounding Claire and Nate, as secrets long buried finally see the light of day, and the fallout promises to be unforgettable. It all begins with Claire, who has been juggling her professional ambitions with a delicate personal life. Known for her poised exterior and calculated decisions, Claire has spent months concealing a secret that, if revealed, could upend not only her relationship with Nate, but also ripple through the lives of those closest to her. Next week, the walls she's built around herself begin to crumble, and the consequences are about to be catastrophic. The tension ramps up in Genoa City when Nate, who has been cautiously optimistic about his burgeoning relationship with Claire, starts noticing subtle signs of unease. Her distracted glances, carefully timed excuses, and sudden withdrawals do not escape Nate's keen perception. Despite his attempts to give her space, he can't ignore the feeling that something significant, is being kept from him. In a pivotal scene that's sure to leave viewers gasping, Nate confronts Claire, urging her to be honest. The chemistry between them, always simmering under the surface, now threatens to boil over. Nate's frustration is palpable, but so is his affection. He wants to understand Claire, to support her, but the lack of transparency is straining their bond. The tension between them is a masterclass in soap opera suspense. Every word, every hesitation, every glance loaded with unspoken meaning. Then comes the moment that will leave viewers reeling. Claire drops a bombshell revelation that shocks Nate to his core. While the show keeps the specifics under wraps, sources confirm that this disclosure is deeply personal, involving both her past and someone Nate thought he knew well. The nature of the secret is sure to ignite debates on social media, with fans speculating endlessly about its implications. This revelation does more than just shock Nate. It challenges his trust and forces him to reconsider everything he thought he understood about Claire. In true soap opera fashion, the scene is charged with emotion. Nate's anger, confusion, and heartbreak collide with Claire's desperation and vulnerability. It's a powerful, gut-wrenching moment that underscores the complexity of their relationship and sets the stage for intense drama in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, the ripples of Claire's revelation extend far beyond her relationship with Nate. Those closest to her, friends, family, and colleagues, begin to sense that something major is afoot. Some characters, driven by curiosity or self-interest, may try to uncover the truth before it fully emerges, creating a cascade of secrets and lies. As always in Genoa City, trust is fragile, and the fallout from one revelation can trigger a domino effect of betrayals and confrontations. Adding fuel to the fire, Nate's reaction is not predictable. While some viewers might expect him to lash out or retreat, his response is layered and emotionally complex. Sources indicate that Nate's struggle will explore themes of forgiveness, loyalty, and resilience. Will he be able to navigate the turbulent waters of betrayal and disappointment, or will this secret mark the beginning of the end for their relationship? The uncertainty keeps fans on the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating each episode to see how events unfold. The drama intensifies when other Genoa City residents become inadvertently entangled in the secret. Rumors begin to swirl, alliances are tested, and the line between friend and foe blurs. Soap operas thrive on such intricate webs of connection, and The Young and the Restless delivers with precision. Characters' reactions, both calculated and impulsive, create an environment rife with tension and intrigue. Next week also promises powerful acting moments, with both Claire and Nate pushed to emotional extremes. Actors are said to have delivered performances that capture the rawness of betrayal, the vulnerability of love, and the complexity of human emotion. Fans should prepare for scenes filled with tears, confrontation, and the kind of heartfelt dialogue that has become a hallmark of the show. Adding another layer to the drama, secondary characters are poised to make moves that could complicate matters even further. Whether it's an unexpected ally offering support, a rival seeking to exploit the situation, or someone with their own secrets ready to surface, the stage is set for a cascade of events that will keep viewers talking long after the episode ends. Genoa City's social landscape is primed for turbulence, with relationships and reputations hanging by a thread. For viewers who have followed Claire and Nate's journey, this revelation represents a turning point. The show has carefully built their relationship through moments of vulnerability, passion, and mutual respect. Now, as hidden truths emerge, the audience witnesses the fragility of trust and the power of honesty. The emotional resonance of these scenes ensures that fans will not only be entertained, but also deeply invested in the characters' fates. The upcoming episodes will also explore the aftermath of the revelation in ways that are both unpredictable and gripping. Nate will need to decide whether to confront his emotions head-on or step back, while Claire faces the challenge of mending bridges and navigating the fallout. Each choice made by these characters has the potential to redefine their futures, and the intricate tapestry of Genoa City relationships. Social media is already buzzing with speculation. Fans are analyzing teasers, dissecting dialogue from previews, and sharing theories about how this revelation will affect both main and secondary characters. The buzz reflects the show's ability to combine suspense with emotional depth, keeping audiences not just watching, but actively engaging in the narrative. In conclusion, next week's episodes of The Young and the Restless promise a blend of shock, drama, and emotional intensity. Claire's revelation is more than a plot twist. It's a catalyst for exploring themes of trust, love, and resilience, all while setting the stage for cascading drama across Genoa City. For Nate, the revelation is a test of his heart and his ability to navigate complex emotional terrain. For Claire, it is a moment of truth, one that could redefine her relationships and reshape her path. Fans of the show can expect high-stakes storytelling, memorable performances, and the kind of suspense that keeps them coming back day after day. One thing is certain: when secrets collide with emotions in Genoa City, the results are explosive. Claire's shocking revelation isn't just about her. It's about the ripple effects that will touch every corner of the city, leaving viewers breathless and eager for the next twist in this unforgettable soap opera saga. The Newman Empire has always been a house of cards, glamorous, powerful, and perpetually on the verge of collapse. But recent events surrounding Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson have left fans reeling, questioning whether the Newmans will ever survive the latest fallout. Between betrayal, unexpected alliances, and family secrets coming to light, the tension in Genoa City is at an all-time high. Adam Newman, the prodigal son of Victor Newman, has always walked a fine line between genius and chaos. He's the man who rebuilt the Newman Empire after personal scandal and professional sabotage. Yet he's also the same man whose impulsive actions often pushed the family to the brink of ruin. Now, Adam finds himself at the center of a storm, and Chelsea, ever unpredictable and resourceful, is both his shield and lightning rod. It all began when Chelsea's secret past collided with Adam's high-stakes business maneuvers. Chelsea, once dismissed by some as a wild card in the Newman saga, has proven time and again that she's more than just a partner in romance. She's a strategic force. Her involvement with Adam was never just personal. It became professional, too, as she quietly began leveraging her own knowledge and connections to support Adam's position in Newman Enterprises. But when Victor Newman, ever suspicious of Adam's alliances, discovered Chelsea's hand in one of Adam's bold business moves, the fallout was immediate and explosive. Victor, whose love for his family is rivaled only by his fear of losing control, confronted Adam in a heated showdown in the boardroom. "Adam, what were you thinking bringing Chelsea into this?" Victor barked, slamming his hand against the polished oak table. "You've always walked a tightrope, but now you're dangling off the edge with her." Adam, calm but with an edge of frustration, fired back. "Dad, Chelsea has been a partner in every sense. She's smart, she's capable, and unlike some in this family, she actually delivers results." Victor's glare could have cut glass. The patriarch was torn between pride in Adam's growing acumen and fear over his son's reliance on someone he barely trusted. Meanwhile, Chelsea stood quietly behind Adam, her arms crossed, eyes unwavering. She had weathered Victor's suspicion before, but the tension in this moment was more dangerous than anything she had faced in the past. Chelsea knew that one wrong move could ignite a full-scale Newman family war, and she wasn't willing to be the scapegoat. The real shocker came later that evening, when Adam revealed to Chelsea that one of Victor's closest allies had been leaking Newman Enterprises' confidential information. The betrayal cut deep, not just because of the potential damage to the company, but because it was a reminder that in Genoa City, loyalty is often a fleeting commodity. Chelsea, though furious, saw an opportunity. She suggested that Adam turn the tables and expose the traitor himself. Her cunning and boldness impressed Adam, and together they began formulating a plan that would not only protect Newman Enterprises, but also challenge Victor's assumptions about loyalty and trust. However, the fallout from their maneuver wasn't limited to the boardroom. The Newman family dynamic was already fragile, and Adam's decision to lean on Chelsea sent shockwaves throughout the household. Sharon, who has always had a complicated relationship with Chelsea, immediately voiced her concerns. "Adam, are you seriously putting the family in Chelsea's hands? She's brilliant, yes, but she's also unpredictable. You can't trust her blindly," Sharon warned, her voice tight with tension. Nick Newman, Adam's brother and perennial rival, found the situation irresistible. He couldn't resist stirring the pot, whispering doubts and insinuations that threatened to fracture any tentative peace. "You're playing with fire, Adam," Nick said, a sly smile tugging at his lips. "Chelsea's loyalty is convenient until it's not. Don't say I didn't warn you when it all comes crashing down." Adam, however, was unshaken. His faith in Chelsea, forged through shared secrets and high-stakes gambles, was unwavering. Chelsea, for her part, had always known that being with Adam meant walking a tightrope of power, passion, and peril. She thrived in it, and now more than ever, she was determined to prove that her influence could stabilize the Newman Empire rather than destabilize it. The tension reached a boiling point when a critical Newman Enterprises deal hung in the balance. A competitor, aware of the internal divisions, tried to swoop in and seize a lucrative contract. Adam, leveraging Chelsea's insight, devised a counter-strategy that was as audacious as it was brilliant. Chelsea, operating from the shadows, orchestrated key negotiations that ultimately safeguarded the deal. When the dust settled, Adam had won the battle, but the victory came at a cost. Victor's anger had not subsided, Sharon's distrust deepened, and Nick's manipulations grew more insidious. Even within the walls of Newman Enterprises, whispers of betrayal and suspicion filled the air. The fallout from Adam and Chelsea's alliance was rippling through every corner of the family, and there was no clear path to reconciliation. Yet amid the chaos, Adam and Chelsea's bond had never been stronger. They shared a rare understanding, a combination of love and strategic brilliance that few could match. Chelsea's unflinching support reminded Adam that family ties, while important, were not always enough to navigate the treacherous waters of power and deception. Sometimes it took an ally who was fearless, smart, and willing to take risks alongside you. As the dust settles in Genoa City, one thing is certain: the Newman family will never be the same. Adam and Chelsea's alliance has reshaped the power dynamics, forcing every member to reconsider loyalty, trust, and ambition. And while the fallout has created tension and uncertainty, it has also revealed a new, unshakable force within the Newman Empire. A duo willing to challenge tradition, defy expectations, and take bold risks to secure their future. Fans are left on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how the Newman fallout will continue to unfold. Will Victor eventually embrace Chelsea as a trusted ally, or will his suspicions spark a family feud that could destroy everything Adam has worked for? Can Sharon and Nick find a way to navigate the new power structure, or will their attempts to intervene only make matters worse? In Genoa City, one truth is undeniable. In the Newman family, loyalty is fragile, power is fleeting, and love is always entangled with ambition. Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson have proven that they are a force to be reckoned with. But in a city where betrayal lurks around every corner, even the strongest alliances must be tested. The fallout has only just begun, and the next chapter promises to be more shocking, more dramatic, and more unpredictable than Newman Enterprises are buzzing with tension this week as Billy Abbott's eyes narrow on a new target, none other than Kane Ashby. While the Abbott family has long been intertwined with power plays, betrayals, and corporate maneuvering, Billy's latest obsession is stirring up a storm that fans won't want to miss. And it's not just Kane who's in his sights. A tangled web of media rivalries is about to take Genoa City by storm. It all began with Kane's increasingly visible influence over Chancellor Winters. His recent successes in media deals and strategic business positioning have not gone unnoticed. Billy, ever the competitive Abbott, feels a growing frustration as Kane seems to enjoy victories that Billy believes should have been his. Viewers can practically see the gears turning in Billy's mind, a mixture of admiration, jealousy, and professional rage. His interactions with Kane have become sharp, pointed, and tinged with that familiar edge of calculation we know so well from the Abbott playbook. The conflict escalates when Billy publicly criticizes Kane's latest media ventures, questioning both his methods and ethics. While Kane maintains his calm, measured demeanor, the hallmark of a seasoned strategist, Billy's critiques land in the tabloids almost immediately, painting Kane as a rising threat to anyone daring to challenge the Abbott legacy. In true soap opera fashion, what begins as a professional rivalry quickly spills over into personal territory. Whispers in the corridors of Newman and Chancellor offices suggest that Billy might be targeting Kane's personal vulnerabilities as well, and fans are left on the edge of their seats wondering just how far Billy is willing to go. Adding fuel to the fire, the media in Genoa City has begun picking up on the tension between these corporate heavyweights. With gossip columns and online outlets circling like vultures, the rivalry becomes not just a battle of boardrooms, but a battle of headlines. Billy, always acutely aware of public perception, sees an opportunity to gain leverage through the press. But Kane is no stranger to public opinion either, and his calm, polished approach to media appearances creates a stark contrast to Billy's sometimes impulsive reactions. The result? A high-stakes game of media chess where every word, every headline, and every public appearance is scrutinized and weaponized. The stakes grow even higher as Victoria Newman, ever the loyal ally and sometimes reluctant observer, tries to mediate the tension. She warns Billy that his fixation on Kane could backfire, potentially damaging relationships that have taken years to build. But Billy's pride, and his intense desire to reclaim dominance in the media and business arenas, makes him deaf to her advice. Fans have long known that Billy's drive is fueled not only by ambition, but by a desire for recognition and respect, and this storyline perfectly taps into that core of his character. His rivalry with Kane is not just about business. It's about proving himself in a city where reputation is everything. Meanwhile, Kane Ashby's seemingly unshakable composure begins to crack in subtle ways. Though he maintains a public facade of professionalism, private interactions suggest he is deeply aware of Billy's tactics. His interactions with Lily and Victoria hint at strategies being formed behind closed doors, strategies that could turn Billy's aggression against him. The tension is palpable, and every scene is charged with the energy of two intelligent, ambitious men circling each other like predators. It's a classic soap showdown, brains, brawn, and ego all colliding under the bright lights of Genoa City. The ripple effects of this rivalry are also affecting other characters in unexpected ways. Abby Newman, who has always been deeply invested in her family's dynamics, finds herself caught between loyalty and curiosity. While she wants to protect Billy from making reckless moves, she also can't help but be intrigued by Kane's calm authority and apparent ability to navigate the media storm with ease. Meanwhile, Devon Hamilton observes from the sidelines, recognizing both the brilliance and the danger in Billy's relentless pursuit of dominance. Devon's perspective offers viewers a subtle reminder. In Genoa City, strategy matters just as much as raw ambition, and miscalculations can come at a high price. Adding another layer of drama, the media rivalry takes a personal turn when public attention starts to focus on their families. Social media leaks, anonymous tips to gossip magazines, and carefully planted stories threaten to turn this professional feud into a scandal with personal consequences. Billy's increasingly aggressive tactics could not only threaten Kane's reputation, but also destabilize his own carefully constructed public image. The tension is electric. Will Billy succeed in outmaneuvering Kane, or will his overreach backfire spectacularly? Every new headline is a ticking time bomb, and viewers are left guessing who will emerge victorious in the court of public opinion. Fans can also expect a series of dramatic confrontations, both behind closed doors and in public. From tense boardroom showdowns to heated exchanges at charity events, the drama is relentless. And while Billy's focus on Kane Ashby is at the heart of the storyline, it's the interplay of family loyalty, media influence, and personal ambition that gives it real depth. Each character's choices ripple outward, affecting not just the protagonists but the entire ecosystem of Genoa City's elite. Soap fans know that the young and the restless thrives on these high-stakes rivalries, blending corporate intrigue with personal drama in a way that keeps audiences hooked. Billy's obsession with Kane is a perfect example of this storytelling magic. It's intense, layered, and full of twists. And while viewers may initially sympathize with Billy's drive and determination, they also can't ignore the danger of his tunnel vision. Kane Ashby, calm, strategic, and seemingly untouchable, is a formidable opponent who could very well turn Billy's ambitions against him. As the media spotlight intensifies and the personal stakes continue to rise, fans are in for a roller coaster of drama, betrayal, and unexpected alliances. Will Billy manage to outshine Kane Ashby and claim the upper hand in Genoa City's media and business scene? Or will Kane's composed strategy and the relentless scrutiny of the press tip the scales against him? One thing is certain. This battle is far from over, and every interaction, every headline, and every calculated move could change the game entirely. In the coming weeks, viewers should brace for shocking confrontations, tense media battles, and jaw-dropping twists that could redefine the dynamics of the Abbott and Ashby rivalry. Billy's obsession with Kane is more than just professional envy. It's a dangerous cocktail of ambition, pride, and the desire to dominate, making it one of the most compelling storylines of the season. And as Genoa City watches closely, the question remains: who will emerge as the true victor in this high-stakes game of power, influence, and reputation?